Okay. So, bruh, tell us who you are and what you do for a living.
Yeah, this is your boy Flex, Rabanyan. Watch out behind you. Okay, this is your boy Flex, Rabanyan. I'm an artist, recording artist. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a South African. We're living in hard times.
So yeah, say you're a recording artist.
Yes, sir.
Tell us some of like the songs you've done that probably nation might know about.
If you know God is on deck, if you know Rabanyan, if you know Pampa, if you know, I don't know, man. People have their own favorites. I'm just saying about what's more popular right now. I've worked with a couple of pretty relevant producers, friends of mine. We've become very close over the years, you know. So check it out, man. If you get time, stream my music. Flex Rabanyan, Flex Rabanyan.
So as many know, you won a competition called Vuzu Hustle.
Yeah.
But you took a sabbatical after that, like a long sabbatical.
Yes, sir.
What was the cause for it?
Yeah, man. I was just taking some time to learn myself better and to learn the game that I'm in, you know? It's not all about rapping. It's not all about shying verses. It's also about being educated about the business, growing your people skills and treating yourself more like an entrepreneur, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then in that time, you know, a lot of people started talking or saying, maybe if you've taken the deal, you wouldn't have taken the sabbatical.
Yeah.
What do you have to say about that?
Do I have to say anything about it?
You tell us.
I mean, I have nothing to say about people's opinions.
Yeah.
That's what they hold in their minds. And all that you need to know is this is my life and I'm enjoying it.
During the sabbatical, have you ever thought of what would have happened had I taken the deal?
Yeah, naturally I did. And I think I actually did that prior to saying no to the deal, you know?
Yeah.
Because I thought a lot about what's going to happen to my state of mind, right? Because I understand that if you're an artist and you have a label that's working with you and whatever, there's a lot of steps that you miss in terms of developing yourself as an artist, as a businessman, you know, because some of it is just given to you. So I kind of knew that taking a deal in a way was going to deprive me of the chance to learn and know some of the stuff, you know, because I'm still very, very young, man. Opportunity is still at my feet, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you came back around, you could say last year that time.
Yeah.
You started dropping on your DSPs.
Yes, sir.
And then since then you've had probably like 4 or 3 EPs.
Yes, sir.
Latest one being 1457.
Yes, sir.
What is the process behind you just dropping EPs instead of like dropping a full tape?
Yeah. I think I was just adjusting to the new position that I had assumed,
Yeah.
right? Because in my mind, I had already come to accept that all of the clout or the fame that came with the show Vuzu Hustle and being constantly on TV, yeah, all of that was gone, right? So I knew that I had to find a new strategy to connect myself to my tribe and the people who feel my story, you know? So I sat down and thought about what do I have in my hands, and that's the talent that God gave me. So I started recording music. I went back to old friends, started recording with old friends, and then I met a homie called Caesar's Beats, man, you know? And after I met Caesar's, like we kind of just hit it off, because the last 2 EPs, it was him, you know? And he kind of helped me to craft my style, my new style, in a very productive and professional way, you know, where I could get in the studio same time, making a song, we're finishing it, the ideas are getting executed, you know? So shout out to Caesar's Beats a lot. He was a very important part of the process. Without him, probably the process wouldn't have been as quick, and the decision to say, you know what, come pursue music again on a full-time basis, you know? So shout out to him, really appreciate him for that.
So I would say there's the difference between 2017 Vuzu Hustle, Flex Rabanyan, and 2020, post the hustle effect, so in terms of sound, where are you mentally now in terms of how you create your sound?
Oh yeah, so that's a very dope question, because being so much at home, like in the 035, it forced me, whether I like it or not, to make music which relates to the people around you, right? Because sometimes as an artist, you get quickly into your mind, just go off on a tangent. Let's say maybe I was inspired by Drake, you know, Eminem, then I started sounding like them and not being true to where I live. So being at home gave me the opportunity to craft a sound that relates, the way that I use my words, the lingo, the subject matter and the approach towards it. So I'd say pre-2017, I was mostly just somewhat of a shell of my inspirations, you know. Now I've really gone on to mark my own unique way of approaching rap music and approaching recording art as a whole, sorry.
Alright, so your latest single, Amayagaya.
Yes, sir.
Could be loosely translated as a brand that you're not gonna mention.
Yeah, yeah.
What was the inspiration behind making that specific song?
Yeah, home yet again, you know, where I'm from, people drank. It's coming, you know, they drank. So that thing kind of became famous, you know, that brand became very famous. And some of the girls that we were hanging with would kind of just be like, yo, guys, this chance and that's how I draw my inspiration from whatever happens and I see around me. So I went into the studio one time, Caesars were playing the beats. Homies were there for like 30 minutes trying to come up with something. When I walked in, I just said that thing once, like, girls just wanna have fun. It's time to Kholimo penning, yeah. And Caesars was like, yeah, that's the one, boy. Hop on the mic. And that inspiration yet again comes from my surroundings, from home, from, you know, post 2017 flex.
So now, looking forward, what can we expect from Rabanyan?
Well, right now we can expect that I'm more of a doer, less of a talker. So I'm not gonna sit here and say stuff, you know, but I've got plans for stuff that I need to do, how to get myself back into the game, working with my peers, dropping the necessary weight, getting the right channels. That's where my mind is at, you know what I'm saying? Basically rebuilding. And that's as much as I can give away right now.
All right, brother, thank you very much. Any last words you want to say to the day ones?
Yo, 7 years later, 8 years later, still carrying on this thing, man. It's not stopping. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Let's see where we'll be in 5 years from now, you know. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. I won't lie. You know, for me, it's something which previously I couldn't appreciate fan love, because I was like, damn, who really even gives a damn what we do? Now I understand the impact when I go out there and I perform. I see how the people relate to the music and they listen to it. So, appreciate you. I love you. Thank you too, my brother. I love you too, man. You know what I'm saying? Gotta say that on camera. People gotta know. Appreciate you. And I hope God gives me the strength to become an even better version of myself and make everybody more proud. There was a good thing,